We are going to answer the question, how do you speak effectively? Now, that's a broad question, but I still want to address that. And I don't want you to go in a rabbit hole trying to learn 1001 techniques. Let's keep it simple. An effective communication process works like this. There is a speaker, there is a listener, or there are multiple listeners. Now, the speaker intends to say something, correct? And then the speaker says something, and then the listener listens something, and the listener understands something, right? Now, if I be brutally honest, all the steps has to happen correctly for an effective communication process, but most of the times it doesn't happen. Why? Because we don't care. We only care what we want to speak. We don't want to think beyond it. But if you can spend some time, put some thought on around this process, I can write and guarantee that you will become an effective speaker. See, there is a myth out there that an effective communication process is only dependent on what you speak. Of course, that is the activity you're doing, but that activity controls all these other steps, isn't it? What I intend to speak and what I'm saying and where you are listening and what you are understanding, right? So I'm going to share a three-step process that you can apply in any communication that you use from today. All right. So let's start with it. So the first thing is understand the where your audience stand currently. What I mean by this is you can't say the same thing to your juniors, to your colleagues, to your seniors. You need to understand where they are and you need to speak to that particular audience, right? Now, if you are a person who wants to learn how to speak effectively, that is where you are. I need to talk at that level. I can't talk about storytelling techniques, humor techniques, and all that various other super cool things that would also, in a way, answer the question that how do you speak effectively? But at this point, to keep it simple, the broad framework or process that I want to share is these three things. The first one is understand where your audience stand currently. All right. Then the next step is practice active listening. Active listening is the most underrated skill currently. People don't have time to even take a second to listen what other person wants to say. They just want to say what they want to say, right? We are all gasping for attention, isn't it? So if you can take some time to actively listen what the other person is saying, your communication will become much more sharper in turn. All right. Now the third part of the framework is you be concise and precise in your communication. Now, there are a lot of techniques or experts telling that you need to use stories, you need to be strategic in how you position your talk. Sure, all that works. I'm not going to deny that. But there is a time and place, and there is a level of maturity as a speaker you need to be in order to incorporate those advanced strategies. First things first, do the fundamentals right, and you will become far more effective than you are currently are. I'm not even talking about beginners. I'm talking even for people who are fairly comfortable with speaking. Even you, if you can just polish your fundamentals, you are really going to improve 1% per day, right? And that's why you need to practice speaking precisely and concisely. Now, how do you practice that? Look at how you're speaking, how many words you're using, how much time you're taking to convey a point. And after you finish that conversation with your colleague, your junior, or your senior, or a CXO, take a few minutes and reflect on whether you could have done it much more precisely, right? And if you're not sure, talk to someone and take feedback on how you could have done better. That's I just gave you the shortcut to improve upon your effectiveness in terms of speaking concisely and precisely. Just take feedback. All right. So what did we do? We saw this three-step framework. The first one is understand where your audience stands currently, then do active listening, and then convey the information that you want to convey in a precise and concise manner. Now, this works whether you're doing a talk for 20 people or you're just speaking with one person, right? It's a very broad framework, and I know you may be looking for some fancy answers, but trust me, keeping things simple and doing the fundamentals right can take you almost 90% above par line. Of course, to get to that 100%, there's always learning, there are always techniques you could improve upon, but just doing these fundamentals right, you're going to be a far more effective speaker. I hope that helps. That's all for today. I hope I followed what I was trying to preach here. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.